Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is where we talk about sewing and fashion. I have a pattern review for you today. This is the new Coimbra top from Itch to Stitch. If you have followed me for any time at all, you've heard me say over and over, I don't like wrap tops. So you might be asking, Sharon, you don't like wrap tops. Why in the world did you sew this one? Because I'm always looking for that unicorn wrap top pattern. When Itch to Stitch put out a tester call for this wrap top, I said, sure, I'll try it. Let's talk about the pattern. There is an option for a regular and full bust. I did the full bust option. There is a bust dart for bust shaping. Optional collar. It's got the V neckline. There is a facing finish. They are waist ties that you can tie in the front or the back because they're really long. It has long sleeves and it is, of course, designed for knit fabrics. It's available in sizes 00 to 40. That's a 31 1/8 inch to 63 inch bust. And it has negative ease. Now, as with any pattern that has a full bust option, you don't choose it by your bra size, you choose it with measurements. She shows you in the instructions how to measure that. You're gonna do your upper bust and then your full bust. If your measurements are greater than 3 inches, use the full bust option. I've shared this before. I have a 6-inch difference between my upper bust and my full bust. I always do a full bust option. This fits me really nicely. You can see that in the photos. I sewed a size 10 with the full bust option. I went to a 12 at the waist, went back to a 10 in the hip. Those are based on my measurements and how I like my clothes to fit. Remember, this is a close fitting top, so it's going to skim your body. Fabric, you will want a knit that has a really good recovery, 50% stretch. So the stretch is going to go around your body, and I used an ITY knit. This is an old, I've had this in my stash quite a while. Does anyone recognize it? I'm thinking it is from Fabric Mart Fabrics, possibly from SR Harris, but for some reason in my mind I'm thinking Fabric Mart Fabrics. If you recognize it, leave it in the comments for me below. Fabric requirements, you're going to need 1.5 yards to 3.5 yards. It's going to depend on the size you sew and whether or not you add the optional collar. In addition to your fabric, you are going to want some interfacing. I use a knit interfacing that I purchased from Fashion Fabric Supply. Best interfacing I have ever found. I'll put the link in the description box below if you have not tried them before. Interfacing in the collar, interfacing in the facings, and what I wish I would have done is interfaced the tie belt. I have done that in other wrap dresses before because I don't like how when I wear it, it smooshes up like this. Is smoosh a word? It smooshes like this when I wear it, and I want it to be nice and flat like this. So I maneuvered it while I was taking video and photos to try and keep it straight, but next time I sew this, I will definitely interface this to kind of help keep the shape of the tie belt. Now, height. I am 5 feet, 5.5 inches tall. I didn't make any height adjustments to the body on this one. I did shorten the sleeves by 1 1/2 inches. That's not an unusual alteration for me. These tiny little arms, I guess. So 1.5 inches off the sleeve. The rest of it, I didn't do any other alterations. There are included in the instructions if you need to lengthen it anywhere on your body. I believe there's a lengthen shorten line here, and if I remember right, it's here. Because I didn't use that and I don't remember for sure, I'll pop up a picture for you. One thing that Itch to Stitch I think is known for is the detailed instructions. If you are a beginner, all you need to do is follow step by step by step by step, and you will have a successfully sewn garment when you are done. If you're an experienced sewer, you may find it too detailed, but it's still nice to have guidelines. I also appreciate that there are details included that you might not find in other patterns. For example, on this one, there are instructions to, let's see where this is. There are instructions to create this nice mitered corner, and you top stitch that in place. With the busyness of this fabric, you can't see where it is stitched in place, but the facing is top stitched in place, and then the hem is top stitched in place, as well as the sleeves. I eliminated top stitching on the collar, knowing that you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. And the thing is, as you can tell from photos, my hair is so long you don't see that collar anyway. It just reminded me of a DVF design with that little partial collar, which is why I chose to sew that one. One thing I did forget to mention, there's no waist seam on this one. It's just one piece that makes it quicker to sew, and you use the tie belt to just wrap around and emphasize your waist. The nice thing about not having the waist seam is you don't have to worry about your belt going higher than the waist seam, lower than the, well, it always goes higher on me, or lower in the waist seam, or matching it up exactly, or putting belt loops to keep it in place. You just wrap this around, it's gonna go where your natural waist is anyway. And these ties, super long. Look at this, really, really long. The nice thing about that is it's designed, if you have a nice slender little waist, you can wrap it around and tie it in the back. My waist is too big, I wouldn't be able to do that with this, but you could if you wanted to. I really like the long sleeves on this top. I think it looks really nice with the design. However, I do live in a climate where I can't wear long sleeves for very many months out of the year. Not that I'm complaining about that. However, I will need to adjust the sleeve length when I sew this again. I really like a sleeve that ends right, well, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. I like a sleeve that ends right about there. I just think that is flattering on my shape and it's something I'm comfortable with. By the way, what I am wearing, I'm wearing another Itch to Stitch design. This is the Lamont top. I have an entire review video on this one too. One of my favorite tops. If you think you might want to purchase the pattern, I do have an affiliate link in the description box below. You don't have to use that if you don't want to. If you use it, it's one way you can help support this channel so I can continue to bring great content to you. Oh, how could I forget to share this with you? Especially when you have a full bust and you're wearing a wrap top, you're always concerned about the gaping. I did a gape test. I bent over. It stays in place. This is drafted very nicely. Until I see you in the next video, I hope you have a blessed day and happy sewing. Itch to Stitch wrap dress top. It's not a wrap dress top. It is really warm in here.